Welcome to the RISE assessment. Now, we're really pleased that you're here because it means that we're going to have the opportunity to look at and really understand children's underlying resilience capacity. And from here, there is so much that we can do to build up children's underlying resilience capacity that's why we're so passionate about this and so passionate about the RISE program in general. Because, well, we know that if we help children to build up their resilience, then it's not just going to help them now to survive through current difficulties that they may be facing, but it's actually going to really help them to thrive much further into the future. Okay, so what is the RISE assessment? Well, it's a really quick, straightforward and informative tool that gives us a rich understanding of children's strengths and vulnerabilities across each of the 8 core areas of resilience. These areas are competence, contribution, confidence, connectedness, character, coping, control, and enjoyment. Like the rest of the RISE program, this is designed to be used as a practical whole class measure, while just as easily being used with small groups or individual children too. Now, while there is some written guidance to help you really get the most from the RISE assessment, we're just going to briefly cover what the different versions are and what the reporting outcomes are that we get from this. The RISE assessment itself has 3 different versions, and each of these is tailored towards the EYFS, Key Stage 1 and Key Stage 2. What you'll see is that within the Key Stage 1 and Key Stage 2 versions, these are self-report questionnaires, and these are accompanied by PowerPoints to aid children's understanding and accuracy of responses when used at a whole class level. The EYFS version, it's a little bit different because this is an adult rated questionnaire, and so it can either be completed by the teacher or parents. Once complete, we can simply input this information into the RISE scoring and reporting template, and this automatically provides you with 3 key individual and whole class profiles. The first of these is a whole class resilience profile of their areas of strength and need, and that gives you an opportunity to really see which areas are best placed for some whole class strategies. The second report then shows some group profiles and identifies those children who are most in need within each of these areas of resilience. That means that, where capacity allows, we have a clear grouping of children who may benefit from some targeted small group work in this area. And lastly, it gives you a whole range of individual children's profiles to understand their specific strengths and vulnerabilities. Having this breakdown of every child's resilience profile, well, that means that we can individually support children where needed, as well as track and monitor their underlying resilience over time. Within each of these reports, you're going to find a simple categorization system highlighting whether each of these areas of resilience for your class or a child is either a strength, an emerging area of resilience, or an area of need, which may indicate some emotional vulnerability there. Together, these reports give us all the information that we need to be able to invest our time most effectively to have the greatest impact on building up children's resilience and their well-being. Since the RISE assessment covers the 8 core areas of children's resilience, it also maps directly on to each of the intervention chapters within the RISE program itself. And that gives you a direct link from this assessment to a choice of the most impactful strategies that we have to build up children's resilience capacity. Overall though, we really hope that you and your school find the RISE assessment to be a valuable tool. By itself, discovering children's resilience profiles can be a great help as it enables us to really target those areas that we can have the greatest impact on, either as a whole class or with our most vulnerable of children. When we use this alongside the RISE program, this then gives us a clear path of what we can do to build their resilience and support their well-being well into the future.